Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of Dwarf Fortress. My name is Skwerel, and we are playing the Nobleboulders civilization, or rather the Nobleboulders group here. In our last episode, we had a Fey mood that hit. We made a pretty wooden amulet. One of our children actually made that, which was kind of cool. We went and fixed our manager's jobs. And then we did some exploratory mining. We dug all the way down to level 100 and did not find a single tiny little speck of iron, which makes me sad. But it is what it is. So I've been doing some thinking between episodes here, and I'm really not happy with how our dwarves are laid out here as far as professions go, as far as the job layouts. Essentially what's going on is each job has one thing that they're assigned to do. Just one thing. Plus hauling. And I think what's happening is there's a lot of jobs that aren't getting done, and a lot of dwarves that are sitting around idle just because they don't have anything to do, or they end up just hauling stuff all the time. So we're gonna do a little something here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and create some custom professions. This is based loosely on a YouTube series by a YouTuber that goes by the name Marcus Aurelius LP. He did a Let's Play series back in 2014 called Anvil Quested, and in episode, I believe it's episode 5 of that, he goes through a layout that I really liked. It was episode 4, my mistake. And so I've copied his base custom professions, and I think we're going to try to implement them here. So the idea is we have some templates that we can apply to dwarves, and then if we want some specific guys to have some specific jobs, we can go in and adjust those. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our custom professions here. So the first one is going to be unassigned. So this is anytime a new dwarf comes in, they get that. We're going to assign them that particular profession name. They are going to get a series of skills. So they're going to get masonry. They're going to get wood burning. These are not in alphabetical order. Got it. They're going to get plant gathering. They are going to get furnace operating. I apologize for that. My cat is being a jerk, as cats tend to be. We'll deal with her later. Furnace operating. There we go. We want mechanics, which I believe is somewhere here. Mechanics. Yep. Architecture, which is down at the bottom. Architecture. Okay, so it's in alphabetical order, except that all of the hauling jobs are down at the bottom. I got it. Okay, and we're going to give them all of the hauling jobs. And construction and cleaning and burial and animal hauling. Okay, so that is our default profession. Now, we're going to make another one. We're going to make another custom profession. Where is there a way to copy this one? No. Okay, so we're going to skip the indoor one. That's essentially you just take unassigned and then take off plant processing, so everything that they do happens inside. Okay, there's soldier. Soldier just has wood burning. He has smelting, which is actually furnace operating. He has pump operating, and he has pull lever. All of them get pull lever. And then pump operating is just set up some pumps somewhere, have them work those, and that will get their strength up. Probably not going to use that one very often, to be honest. So the next one is animalist. And this basically has everything to do with taking care of the animals in the fortress. So it's going to be training them. That's also going to be butchering them. We're going to be tanning the leather. So tanning. We're going to be milking. Shearing. And also pulling levers. Everyone gets pull lever. Okay. And then we're going to have a food service profession. So this is all of the food management stuff. So this is going to be milling. Milling. It's going to be pressing. Plant processing. Brewing. Cooking. Cheese making. Food hauling. And pull lever. And actually, we're going to have, well, yeah, we'll just leave them like that. And then the other two are the nurse. See, the nurse and the unassigned indoor. Can hold off on the nurse. I don't really plan on using that one. So the idea is you go through, take all your guys. We're going to assign them all to unassigned. So that's going to basically turn off all the skill labors and have everyone set up with the generic template. And then we can go through and set up our specialists. So for example, we have our miners here. We're going to have 2 of those. We want to turn off masonry. Basically, we want to turn everything off for them. So we can go, okay, clear all labors. Clear all labors. Turn on mining. And turn on pull levers. And those 2 guys are going to be just doing mining, and that's the only thing that they ever do. Mining is like the one thing that's like, if you're mining, you're never going to do anything else. It's very much a one-trick pony kind of thing. So for carpentry, we're definitely going to need a carpentry, so we're going to give him carpentry, we're going to give him wood cutting and wood crafting. So actually, let's clear the labors first. So carpentry, wood cutting, wood crafting, and pull lever. And then we can have him do wood hauling also. And furniture hauling, because he's going to be building furniture and then installing it. Let's see. He could also do finished trade goods hauling. I don't think that's entirely necessary. No, let's leave that off. We're just going to give him the furniture hauling. Okay. So there's our carpenter. Let's see. We did have a stone crafter going here. So let's go stone crafting. Let's see. We're going to clear all labors. We're going to give him stone crafting. We'll give him masonry also. Actually, no. This guy is going to be our full-time rock crafter. So he is just going to have stone crafting, pull lever, and stone hauling. That's all he gets. Okay. Good. I'm just checking to see if there's any others in here that we did have assigned that I want to keep. The wood cutting, the only thing that the wood cutting skill does is it makes you go a little bit faster. So the fact that we're moving it down here to this other guy, I think is perfectly fine. The woodcutter ended up not really cutting wood very often. He was usually just hauling stuff anyway. So, yeah. Let's see. So we did have a farmer assigned, and we currently don't have a farmer assigned. So we're going to, we are going to turn on our farmer here, and let's Let's leave him with some of the default stuff. So we're going to turn off the wood burning. We can leave plant gathering on. We're going to turn off masonry. We're going to turn off furnace operating. Turn off mechanics and architecture. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to edit the food service one and add farming to it. It's a tough call. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to take our farmer and we're going to make him a food service guy. And then we're going to also do that with the two that were our brewer and our cook. Our brewer actually, or our cook actually didn't even do enough to get a skill level in it. So that's kind of funny. But we'll keep them as the same guys just to keep things from getting too confusing. So we have 3 guys that are set up for our food service stuff. Let's see, what else did we have here? What I'm doing is I'm looking at the red boxes that shows you what stuff they had before that got turned off. We had a metal crafter, but we don't have a forge, so that's completely irrelevant. I think that basically covers us. So let's commit those changes. Let's just have a look at this from sort these by profession. So we have 3 food service, we have 18 set as unassigned. Oh right, so I need to go in and actually change the profession name on the guys who are specialists. So we're going to set his custom profession name to miner. And this guy's custom profession name to miner. And this guy is going to be our woodsman. Okay, what else do we have here? We have our stone crafter. Okay. And then everyone else should be set as unassigned. So we'll commit those changes. All right, so the other thing I want to do is based on a tip that I got. I'm actually grabbing my phone here to look at who left the comment. One of these days, I'm actually gonna write down. Okay, so it's IMBATV Molly. He commented that you can set up nobles to have multiple jobs, which I think is a great idea. So we are going to replace our several of our jobs here. So we're gonna just clear our manager and our broker. So we're gonna set our broker, our manager, and our bookkeeper to all be the same person. So we had a manager, and let's actually go ahead and look into Dwarf Therapist. Oh, right, mechanic. We have everyone set with mechanics on now, don't we? We do. Okay. And the guy who was our mechanic before, where is he? Here he is. He's currently set as a nobody. I'm actually take the mechanic's shop and set it so that only he can get into it. That might not be a bad idea. Just set it so that only someone with a competent mechanic or higher can use the machine shop. Okay, so reading our dwarves. Yep. So we're going to look at roles here. So we have a broker, a bookkeeper, and a manager. Oh, and I want to do this by nothing. Okay, so the best manager and the best broker that we have appears to be the same person, Olin. And our best bookkeeper would be Belith, but I think the broker is the part that's most important, because that's the one that's actually going to be making us money when we do get to trade, which hopefully we get to trade someday. Let's see, what is his current profession? Olin is unassigned. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to set Olin as our manager. We are going to set Olin as our broker. And we are also going to set Olin as our bookkeeper. So he's going to have a lot of jobs here. Okay. Now he does have some requirements. So this does mean that I'm going to have to go down to this area here because I set up a couple little areas for offices. So we're going to remove those. And then this is currently assigned to Olin. This is his office. So it's currently set to auto allocate to manager. That's fine. So yeah, so he's set to unassigned, so he has a bunch of other tasks that he can do, but his primary is doing all of that stuff. It might not be a bad idea for me to just set him as a blank template so that all he does is his noble jobs. But I think we're going to hold on that, cross that bridge when we get, if it becomes an issue. So the other thing that I wanted to do here was set up some recipes in our job manager. Pull up my reference sheet here. So let's have a look at our ZM. Thought I bookmarked this, but apparently it did not get bookmarked. Interesting. If I can't find this within the next... Okay, there it is. Got it. Okay. Okay, so I want to mess around with my meals here. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I think we actually have to remove it and recreate it because we set it as an infinite one. So we're going to create a new order. We're going to do brew drink from plant. We want 5. Okay. We're going to set conditions. We want add item condition. Change item type. Let's see. Oh, material. Oh, add conditions from materials. There we go. R. So we want this to be greater than... Oh. I just figured out how to zoom my text. Greater than 5. So as long as we have at least 5. And our empty food storage items is greater than 5. And our drinks is less than say 600. And restarts completed congestions checked daily. Okay. So now I want to go down and actually check our drink stockpile and see what our size is that we can actually put in there. So our drink stockpile is right here. I don't recall how many drinks can go into a barrel. How many drinks per barrel? Alcohol. Five. Drink storage. 30. Okay, so wow, we do not need nearly that much space. That's okay. So if there's 30 per barrel, really all we need is like, I don't know, maybe say 600 or so drinks, which would be 20 squares. So we have 100 squares, so we only really need a fifth of that. So we are going to remove designation. We're just going to do it like this, like that, and then we're going to add designation. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 4. Change settings. Block all. Permit drinks and drinks. Like so. And then we can do the same thing over here. For food, we do need a little bit more food than we need drinks. I think maybe we can go for somewhere around 2,500 for those. So each barrel can hold 60 units of food, and a large pot can hold, a barrel can hold 30 units of food, a pot can hold 60 units of food. So to get 2,500, we would need 40, just call it 45, so 9 by 5. So we're going to that row. We'll make it the same depth here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Settings, block all prepared food only. Okay. That should take care of that. I'm just curious to see what this thing is. Hen egg roast. Okay, and now these are both set for the maximum barrels that they could hold, which is good. So, now we'll go back into the job manager and set the food job. So we need... See, and I'm still not sure if I actually have these set up right. The conditions are very confusing to me. I was looking on the wiki here. And it had a link to a forum post that was talking about how the conditions work. So let's see. Why doesn't at least 10 wooden pots keep 10 wooden pots on hand? If there are at least 10 empty large pots, then make 5 pots. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at most that I want. But it's very confusing between the at most and the at least thing. So, yeah. Okay, so we're making a new order for lavish meal. Right. Okay, so we're just going to make one. And we're going to set conditions here. We're going to add conditions from regents. If there is cookable, let's see, unrotten cookable solid item, at least 10, because we want to keep some on hand if we want to do some taming. So let's see. So we want greater than 10. So that's going to be Q, greater than 10, and then uncookable rotten item greater than 10. So is there greater than 10 solid items and greater than I think this is an or it might be an and. I'm not entirely sure on that. Okay, so then we want to add another condition. Actually, we want to delete that one. What are we doing? Whoa. Let's try that again. Greater than 10, greater than 10, and then we want an item condition here. So add oh no, we want actually products. So if there are less than 2,500. Okay, so good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be less than. That makes a lot more sense. See, is that number of items that we want, or is that... Hang on. Okay, so that might be what I'm doing wrong here. So I want it... less than 600. So that means I need to go to all these and delete the items condition and add a products condition. I think that's what I'm doing wrong here. Products condition. Yeah, okay. This is starting to make sense now. Whoops, not a new order. Change products cages is and then 5. And we want it less than, and then we want to delete that one. Products wheelbarrows is less than 1. Tables products rock tables is less than 1. less than 1. Rock coffers less than 1. Rock cabinets less than 1. Large rock pots less than 1. And actually, we want to store food in rock pots also, so let's make 3 rock pots anytime there's less than 5. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So that's our food and drinks. Yeah. It should be good. So, should be a lot of shifting going on here. Dwarves changing jobs and that sort of thing. Hopefully this layout does end up being a little bit more efficient for us. Hopefully we don't have as many dwarves running around without jobs being completed. And hopefully we get some of our other workshops built too. So while we're in here... Okay, we have an issue. We have an issue. Looks like something may have died in this place here. Because this is filling up with miasma. Well, I think I found our dead dwarf. What on earth happened here? Did the entrance like get sealed off somehow? Okay, we got wall. Okay, so we got a little bit of a problem here because we're gonna have a miasma leak. So we could just keep that sealed off and wait for the miasma to burn off, which I think it'll do. Maybe. I'm just looking. I don't actually see a way in here. We must have dug a hole there, and then he got in there somehow, and then just died in there. That sucks. Okay, so we're just gonna let that miasma take its course. Hopefully, hopefully it wears itself out. We're gonna create a job here to make a coffin, construct a rock coffin. Just one. We're gonna promote it to max priority. Hopefully that gets completed very quickly. Once again, we're out of food items. I'm getting a little worried about this food issue here. I wonder if we need to start fishing just to get some more food stuff. Okay, looks like the miasma is starting to wear out. It's starting to wear off. What is getting put in here? See, I see plants getting placed in this thing. I thought plants were forbidden. Must be fruit leaves. That must be what it is. Okay. Alright, looks like the miasma is wearing out here, so we should be able to dig this farming area open here. And let's actually set that as a high priority dig. Cook has been found dead, dehydrated. So what we are going to do is, like we had said before, we're going to turn our old little area here into a crypt. So let's just... I mean, like, we could just place the coffins around the area here. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. So we're going to build a coffin burial receptacle. We're going to put planning mode on. I'm going to place it right there. Construct rock coffin is set. Okay, I do want to take my mechanics workshop, which is here. I want to edit my workshop profile. And what I want to do is set the min to be proficient. And we can go L to permit all. L, or is that 1? So only proficient workers will work in our mechanic workshop. Okay. So the dead guy's still there. He's still rotting. We are waiting for our rock coffin to be built. Looks like someone is assigned to it. Yep. So we can go to him. We can follow him. There we go. Okay, the rock coffin has been completed. Good, good. So then that should get placed down here. Soon. Once that's built, I think we're going to call it an episode. Getting pretty tight here. I just checked my episode count, and this episode will carry me through Monday, which means that tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to be going ahead and making a tutorial video. We're definitely doing beekeeping for one, and I thought about doing basically, like, I want to do tutorial videos on the stuff that I don't know how to do. So I'm going to teach myself how to do it. I'm going to load up basically like a quick sample world and just run through the industry. Hopefully have everything built before I actually start. So they're only going to be like 3 to 5 minute videos, but it is going to take me quite a bit of time to actually make the video. So there's going to be a lot of setup for it. Okay, so I'm finding a bunch of stuff here. Red zircon, tetrahedrite, indigo tourmaline, galena, tetrahedrite, platinum. Ooh, platinum. That's good. Platinum, I believe, is one of the more expensive metals. Turquoise, tetrahedrite, pyrite, citrine, olivine, or native platinum. Okay, I'm still waiting for someone to come build my whatchamacallit. Somehow I got rid of the labor's full tab. Whoops. Just checking, make sure furniture hauling is set on for most of our guys. Yes, yes it is. Okay. Just waiting for someone to set this this burial coffin here so that we can. So the coffin got made. I think I have to do that in enhanced view. So search for. Yeah, we have a mica coffin. Currently not set to anything. Let's make sure that this is unsuspended. So let's just kill that and try to build it again. Burial receptacle. Oh, I want planning mode off. I'm going to build burial receptacle, mica coffin. Okay. For some reason, the job was suspended, which is why it wasn't getting taken. So for our food situation, we have chickens. We do not have many chickens. We only have 5 chickens. So I don't want to start butchering the chickens quite yet. We are producing eggs, so we can make meals with eggs. But right now, basically, all we have is eggs and plant leaves from outside. So we need to really get going here on getting some of this stuff. So let's add a task. We're going to mill plants. We're going to set that on repeat. And then we're going to add another one to process plants, set that on repeat. Maybe one to make cheese on repeat. Maybe one to milk animals on repeat. And I know we've got enough guys that have those jobs assigned that they should be able to get some of that stuff done. Now, I don't want them to have to walk that far to do their plant processing, so let's dig them some entry paths here. Okay, there we go. Our meal jobs are being completed now. Okay, spring has arrived. We're gonna let this save go. We're gonna make sure our burial receptacle is set. We're gonna get our old cook buried down there, and then we're gonna call it a day. This episode went on a little bit long, but I'm trying to keep them between 30 minutes and 45 minutes, so it's pretty much right where I was aiming for. So a little long compared to the last couple, but that's okay. I also just realized I was talking about how this video is going to keep me going till Monday so that I can build tutorials. And since I'm not releasing it till Monday, I will hopefully have already put out at least one tutorial video by the time this video becomes available. So a little bit of a slip up there. That's fine. So by the time this comes out, hopefully I should already have the at least the beekeepers one up and running. Okay, so we're going to use for burial. Yes. And is he upstairs? He might be. Oh, yep, there he is. So we just gotta keep an eye on him. There we go. Someone's picked him up. This is the resting place of Ficid Tholithadal, the first victim of Nobleboulders. And with that, I hope you have a great night. If you like this video, give it a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of these. And feel free to share this around the places that you hang out on the internet, on the interwebs, where other Dwarf Fortress players hang out. I would really appreciate it. And if you don't like it, give me a thumb down and leave me a comment. Let me know what I could do to make this better. With that, good night.